Hello, and welcome to the first episode of the new veteran-owned podcast. I would just like to use this episode to introduce myself, my online business, and what this podcast is all about, and why you should listen to it. Alright, thanks for tuning in. So, first things first, my name is Jackson. I am a Reserve Marine, and I am the owner and only operator of an up-and-coming online clothing brand called Belligerent Apparel. Belligerent Apparel is a clothing brand inspired by America, patriotism, military, and humor. Currently, the site is being built, but you can visit the business pages across several media platforms using username Belligerent Apparel to learn more and stay up to date as we get closer to the launch date. Social links should be in the description or comments depending on where you're listening to this podcast. So, now that we have that out of the way, let's get into what Veteran Owned is all about and what you can expect. So starting a business is hard, right? Like, really hard. Like, there's really not a step-by-step guide anywhere to be found, and if you Google it, there's really not. They give you a bunch of links, and they pretty much give you a bunch of information that you don't know what to do with. So, I've come to the conclusion that it's actually harder for active duty veterans, unlike myself, because they may have enlisted at 17 or 18 and got out at whenever, and may have not done much else other than serve. So it's going to be hard to know where to start. But it is my belief that the leadership and responsibilities that have been learned from time and service can be very useful in the entrepreneurial fields. And this is why I've decided to start a podcast dedicated entirely to the growth and documentation both of my business and of the businesses that either are being built, like in the works, or already established by other veterans. So I want this podcast to be educational, entertaining, thought-provoking, and productive for all of us. I want to have exciting discussions about business news for veterans, do interviews with other veteran business owners and discuss their dreams, bring to light the pros and cons of being a business owner, inform of the benefits offered to veterans wishing to go this route in their lives, and learn all I can along the way. I am totally new to business, not a marketing or business expert by any means whatsoever, but I am learning as I go along, and I wanted to share what I learned with you. So there are probably thousands, if not more, podcasts dedicated to business out there, but to my surprise, I haven't found a single one that's dedicated to veterans that's either still active or even worth your time. So it's my hope and my mission to make this the best it can be and bring as much value to my listeners as possible. I know my own personal time is really precious to me, so I have no interest in wasting yours, so I'm going to do my best to make this as beneficial for you as possible. So this has been a really short episode, especially in comparison to what my thoughts were going into it. But most of my episodes in the future will probably be like 15, 20, 30 minutes long because I'm going to get really detailed into topics as I go along. So thanks for listening to the episode 1 of the Veteran Owned Podcast. I can't express how excited I am for this adventure. Really excited. I've tried YouTube and stuff in the past, like just for fun when I was in high school, and I sucked at it. So this is like turning over a new leaf and trying something new. So be sure to check out my social media links and message me really anywhere, but Instagram and Twitter is pretty much where I read most of my messages. But you can also email me if you prefer. And next Saturday, episode 2 will be dropping, and we'll be discussing some of the benefits offered to veterans, both who already have an established business and those who are looking to start one, and we'll go into what's good for you depending on where you are. And I'm going to be looking into trying some myself, so I'll be able to give you actual advice on which ones are worth your time and which ones may not be. So be sure to pack some note-taking gear and come check it out.